What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to the game room. It's been a while since I showed you really anything going on in the game room, the additions that I've been making, or believe it or not, things that have been coming out of this game room, because there's going to be a lot of drastic changes coming up for this game room. That's what this video is going to discuss. I also got a few packages that came in, so I'm going to open those up at the end of the episode. But without further ado, sit back and relax. Let's start this show up. Alright, so before I start showing you all the things that have actually been added to the game room and changes that have been made, I want to talk to you about this NES collection that I got. The NES has some amazing games on it, some games that are so fun to still play today, games that I still play often. That's why you'll see a lot of these games, they'll actually be missing out of them, they might be in the NES. At the same time, there is so many shitty games on this console, it is absolutely unreal. I mean, you tell me when the last time it was when you pulled a copy of football out over something like Tecmo Super Bowl to play. The console, again, I know I'm going to piss a lot of people off with this video talking about this system the way that I am. But I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. And I don't want people to think that I'm selling off my collection. That's, very far from the actual case. If anything, I'm adding to my collection. But in order to do so, I got to take some things away. I get real upset coming in this game room and looking at all these games, knowing there's only maybe 10% of these whole shelves that I actually want, or that I still play or want to get around to playing. I never see myself coming to the NES shelf and saying, "Hey, it's time to play some hoops." I just, it's just not the way it's going to work for me. I got plans to like I said, I'm going to maybe keep about 100 NES games, maybe less, I don't know. And I'm probably going to remove, I got to remove a bunch of shelves, and I'm going to do more custom shelving, but I want to make another shrine. I've always had this shrine in the back of my head of something that I wanted to make, and that is a survival horror, or just horror themed, display of all the games that I had, because that's one of my favorite genres of all time, and I got so many awesome games, and that's something that I would love to see walking into the game room, seeing the 100 or so titles of NES games that I love, or I know that are good, that's something I am going to get around to play, and that beautiful shrine. That's the suckiest thing about the size of the game room that I have, because it's really not that big. I've done extremely well to fit as much of it as I can in here, but now it's getting to the point where I can't add anything unless I take something away, and that's going to be, that's what I'm really been focusing on here lately. Even when I'm game hunting, unless it's something stupid like my terrible DS games that I like to get, or the shitty Wii games that I like to get, I still have these weird pet peeves. I'm very selective. If it's something that I'm not going to play, or something that I know I won't like, I'll sell the hell out of it. I have no remorse for that, because I know I'm going to get something that I do want to play. I've always considered myself the everything collector. I know a lot of you know that I made this video a while back talking about different types of collectors, and I've always considered myself the everything type of collector, and that's how it always was for me. If I didn't have it, I would buy it and I would add it to the game room. Now I just simply don't have that option. I don't want people to think that I'm selling out, because I'm trying to add more. I just got to be able to add the stuff that I want, or that I can get around to, because I'm finding myself having to turn down awesome things for the fact that I have no more room. Now, I already know some people are all like, "But you're going for a full set of N64 games." You're absolutely right. And I'm getting very close to completing that set. It's a very feasible set to complete. It is a goal that I had in mind. I never had the goal to complete the NES library. I just kind of added them as I went. To achieve the full NES library, not only would I need so much more room, there's no way I'd be able to fit all that in here. It's a very hard goal to achieve, and one of the trades in the packages that you're going to see at the end of this episode was actually for one of the guys on my Discord server, a very known trader, and he's trading for a full NES set, and he is so close to it. I think he's like 40 or 50 carts away, and he did nothing but trades to get there. I'm very happy to contribute to that, and I think I'm going to be able to contribute a handful more carts towards his end goal. But that's a lot of this is still in the future. It's going to be a very hard thing to do. You get really emotionally attached to these things. That's why I'm going to have to sit down here one day and just really go over each individual shelf and be like, this is a game that I know I will play, or a game that I just could never see myself getting rid of. Just for the NES games, I don't see myself really thinning anything else out at this time, unless it comes to a point where I'm just running out of room. But with that said, let's talk about some more positive things about the game room. So the Super Nintendo collection, this, as you can see, has grown very nicely. This is one collection I couldn't ever see myself getting rid of it. There's just so many good games on the system. I'm almost completed the bottom row. Matter of fact, I probably could come close, because as you can see, there's games tucked away on each shelf that I've yet to add to the full set here. The only way that I would see myself having to get rid of any SNES games is if you look at it like percentage-wise, NES games, good to bad games versus SNES, this system has far better games percentage-wise than it has bad games on the system, so I would run out of room and essentially have to start taking out the bad stuff. All this will simply be avoided if me and my wife finally ever decide to move and get a house. This is something that we've been put on the back burner for so long now, so I gotta work around that. I don't want this stuff in storage containers, like in like a U-Haul place or something. I don't want that to happen. I either get rid of it now or I have it now. I want to be able to see this stuff. I don't want to lock it away. So again, talking about collections that I can't get rid of or thin down, obviously original Xbox, this is a collection that everybody knows I will go for 100%. I could never see myself, even terrible, crappy games. This is a system I don't think I could ever achieve a full set on, but I'm damn sure going to try, or just get as far as I can. TurboGrafx games, I'm very happy to say that I am in the double digits of games, and I have some loose Hue cards. That's a system, obviously I will never get rid of that system. That has grown, I've grown so attached to that system, it is unreal. PlayStation 2, this has thinned down quite a bit. I have gotten rid of a lot of games for the PS2, games that I don't see myself getting around to playing, or that just aren't great games. They may have been worth something, but I don't want to keep that. I had to do this because it was getting to the point where I could not store my TurboGrafx games anymore with the Dreamcast games, because that collection has grown so nicely. Another set that I can't see myself getting rid of. You know what? I'm finding myself more and more unable to get rid of the things that I just didn't really have a lot of. I didn't really get to experience a lot of. I got to experience hundreds and hundreds of NES games growing up. Things like Sega games, Dreamcast games, TurboGrafx games. I don't know about CDI. This is another collection right here. I have a Philips CDI. It works great. I have some titles. I mean, how often do you really see me coming over here to pick up the Palm Springs Open and playing? It's neat to have, but again, if it gets to the point where I need this little bit of space and I got another console, if I ever get lucky or something, find like a Neo Geo or something, it's gone. But that's just the way I feel about it. Until I can get a bigger space, or if something else is interfering with my collecting, that's how it's got to be. My box collection has gotten very nice. I am very excited about this. The Super Nintendo collection looks really good for the box games that I got up there, extending all the way down into here. Same with my NES games. And since I am thinning down my NES games, any of these games that I am considering getting rid of, they'll be gone too. As much as I like to collect complete in box games, I don't need a copy of City Connection complete in box for the NES. That's not a game that I see myself playing. Sega Collection is looking very nice. Again, with that trade that you'll see at the end of this episode, I was able to add another Master System game. The Master System, I never got to play any of that growing up, and there's so many crazy good Sega games. I always grew up strictly Nintendo. It's very nice to be able to delve into this console, and I find almost every game that I try, I like. The Saturn Collection is looking very good. This is another collection I couldn't see myself thinning down. I had to put Alien. I can't fit that really anywhere else. Running out of room. Got the Knights up there. I just love the way that looks. That's a fantastic game too. Extending down to the Sega CD games, which has grown as well, and right below that the Dreamcast. As you can see, I am running out of room. It's not as if I'm doing this to get out of this. I love collecting more than ever. I'm just getting sick of not being able to put stuff anywhere. Over here, you may have saw in one of my live episodes, I picked up these two Zelda posters. I don't have room for them. This is the only place I could really put them. It's not the greatest spot. It doesn't look terrible, but at the same time, I don't know. I may end up putting those in the bathroom or the bedroom. I have no idea. There's game stuff all over this house. The Zelda Shrine looking damn good as ever. I mean, look at all those box Game Boy games. That's just so amazing. I mean, I would much rather be able to fit more Zelda stuff. That's something, obviously. I mean, hell, if they made a Dixie cup and put Link's face on it, I would buy the hell out of it. Which I almost basically did. Then it just got the Zelda logo on there. Oh, God, I'm getting tired of running out of room. But, you know, at the same time, it's exciting because when I get rid of... Like, if I get rid of those NES games, I know I'm going to get bit by the bug again. And at some point, you know, if I have the room, I'm going to start collecting them hard again. PlayStation 1, this is another set I don't see myself thinning down anytime soon. I didn't grow up with PlayStation 1. I never got into PlayStation, so there's so many games that I'm discovering and liking. Fantastic system there. I had these actually sent in. These are so cool. These are the, they're like Mario Kart little racers. They look really nice right there in front of the TV. That's a nice little addition there. And who can forget the wall of the Wii? You know, the Wii's known for like having like 50 solid games on there and 5,000 shitty ones. And I don't know why. It's a weird thing that I do, that I collect terrible Wii games. I know people out there are like, you have the weirdest personality when it comes to game collecting. I know this. It's the way that I collect. No collector is the same. Collect for what you want, not for how other people should see you. And I collect the way that I want to. It's fun to come over here and pull out like a terrible Wii game and look at it and be like, what the hell is this? And I actually got plans in the future. Hopefully if I can ever get some hardware enough to be able to handle, you know, doing some capture. I want to play some shitty Wii games for you guys. I know a lot of people have been requesting that. So that's one thing I'm hopefully going to do soon. And I finally scored the Netflix Wii disc, and I've never found one of these in a while, and it had the sleeve with it. That's pretty damn cool. But that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Hopefully this video didn't scare you too bad. I'm not selling my game room. There's so many things that I am trying to add, but in order to add things, I got to get rid of some stuff. There's just no possible way. It's bad enough it looks like this. I mean, I get comments all the time saying I'm a hoarder, and I agree with them to an extent. And I just don't want it to get worse, so some things got to go so I can add the things that I want. Why be stuck with bad stuff when you could have good stuff? So that's the way I feel about it. Hopefully you guys out there understand. And if any of you guys are having similar situations, let me know down in the comments below. But let's head, well, we're here in the game room. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to open up these packages and end it up. Alright guys, I can only imagine some of the comments I'm going to get on this video. People are going to go nuts. You're selling everything in the game room. Absolutely not. No room anymore in this game room. I gotta get rid of some things so I can add the things that I want. Hopefully that makes sense to a lot of you out there. But anyways, let's go ahead and open up these packages here. So the first package here comes from a Mr. Greg, and I already know what this is. He hit me up on Discord and asked for a repair. It's a very basic repair. I told him how he could do it and if he wanted to go that route, but he said he wanted me to handle it, so I told him I'd take care of it. We got a note here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Hello, Renebean. This is Major from the Discord server. He's a good guy. He's always very positive. I'm sending you my Nintendo Advance SP for repair. Oh, actually, no. This is a completely different one. This one, he says, it will not power on at all. If it can't be fixed, just let me know. If you're able to fix it, just send me the bill. Thank you. And then he gives me information you guys don't need to see. I remember this 100%. Now, I actually have someone else sending me a Game Boy for like a basic repair, something like that. But anyways, this is the SP. I think he says it's a 101, so it's definitely worth trying. And I know a lot of people out there are going to say, well, is it the battery? I try to troubleshoot with people before they, because, you know, honestly, I love making money. Who doesn't? But if it's going to be easier for them, just if it's something basic, go for it. Save them some money, save me some work. But it's a 101. He tried this battery in another unit. It powered on just fine. He actually put the charger onto it. I'm over here cutting it on like it's about to cut on. It is a 101. Scratched up pretty bad. But it doesn't matter. 101s are phenomenal. You can always do a shell swap on it. I'm lenient to think that it might be a fuse that has, like a fuse has been tripped or something on there. I won't know until I open it up. I don't work on SPs, you know, that frequently. But he will plug it in, the light will come on, but it still won't cut on, so that's kind of why I'm leading to believe that's what it is. So I'll work on that maybe tomorrow or the next day. It's kind of late now. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So definitely ain't going out to the shop. But I'll get it taken care of for you. This next one is surprising me. I don't know why he sent something in or what it is, but he's a crazy dude anyways. This is from Christopher. He's actually one of the mods on my server. He's a good guy, it shocked me to see something in the mail with his name on it. I don't think that we did any trade or anything. I can't remember. Oh wait, now I remember. When you see this is ridiculous. Some goes along great with the video today. Reno, I told you I would send this to you on Discord, so here it is. I hope you get around to playing this at some point. I hope you have a great day, dude. In quotations, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most out of every day. Cuzzy7, man, he's a great guy. I remember he posted this, and he's also mentioned about me playing shitty Wii games, which I will do at some point. This is stupid. Look at this. Calvin Tucker's Redneck Jamboree. My God. This just looks atrocious. 12 redneck-inspired events. So you get the... I'm not even going to get into it. We'll save that to the video of me actually playing. This looks incredible. This is the type of stuff that I like to collect. This terrible... Hell, this could be a good Wii game. I have no idea until I try. My guess is going to be it's terrible. Alright, Cuzzy, thanks for that, man. Dear Lord. Things I got to put myself through in the future. Alright, this next one was a trade, straight up. I told you about that in the video that you just watched now. Or this video, I guess. This is through a very well-known trader. I actually have a feedback system in my Discord server. I allow people to buy, sell, and trade. That's perfectly fine. And we actually implemented a feedback system, kind of like eBay. If you have 1 to 5 successful trades or sales, you get a badge, you get a color. Anything, you know, 6 to 10, you get a different color, and then 15 plus, you're just automatically the top tier gold. He's a top tier gold. He was our first top tier gold. And I saw somewhere where he mentioned he was going for an NES set, and I told him, I was like, this is perfect timing, because I got something to send you that he's going for, and I was very happy to add to his collection to get things that I want. So hopefully this is starting to make a lot more sense to you as y'all progress. I know there's people out there with some dusty shelves full of games they're not playing, like, oh, how could you? And this is why, as much as I love dusty games, I'd much rather have undusted games that I want to be playing at some point. Let's see here. Alright. If I can open this up. Good man with the bubble wrap. I had no reason not to trust this guy, boy. With his feedback that he's got, he's professional. He sent that good bubble wrap, too, that I'll reuse. Alright, so first up, we got Wanted for the Sega Master System. It's very awesome to be able to add another game to that set. Every time I get a Sega game, I gotta try it, so I'll probably try this after I get done editing this video. So very cool to be able to add another... Do you play that with the gun? Yes, you get to play that to phaser. Very cool. I didn't know that. Alright, next up, we got... Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot about this with the trade. I traded them some good stuff. Now, I'm not giving them a bunch of filler junk. There may have been like a filler game in there. I can't remember exactly what the trade was, but it was fair. You know, when it comes to a trade, you both got to agree upon it, and of course we did. This is very cool. And I can't... It was Ease, Wise? I'm going to say Ease. Ease, The Vanished Omens. I can't ever remember. For the Sega Master System, man. My God, this is cool. With the manual. The manual... A little rough, but I've never been the type of person to care. Very excited to try this out. I've never tried any of this game, any of this series. So that is very cool to add that one to the collection. Have that set up next to like Phantasy Star or something. Very cool. Next up for the Sega CD, Dracula Unleashed. Oh, is this gonna be? It's gonna be like the film style games that are not so great. But it's weird with Sega CD, man. I gotta collect it. I don't know what it is. I gotta try it out too. Some of them are good, you know. If you had something like Night Trap or something, those are actually done pretty well. This may or may not be that situation. I got another one. Was it Wirehead? Wirehead was good. So very cool to add that. And it was for those 3 games that we traded for. And he says, he's like, I want to send you a gift. He says he does that with a lot of his trades. I'm not going to say all because I couldn't speak for him. Which, you know, when it comes to a trade, one side's going to be uneven. You can't really have it equal 100%. It's not going to be, well, this trade worth is 60, your trade worth is 60. It's most likely going to be like 55 and 63 or something. I can't remember whose end was up, but he did say he wanted to send something. And so he sent this, a complete in box RS Switch for the Nintendo 64. This is pretty damn cool. I collect box stuff, obviously, the N64, since that's a set I'm going for. I thought this would be great for the collection. He said he would throw that in, so I was very happy about that. So, Mr. Go Retro Go, I appreciate that very much. But that's all I got for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it out there. No one's too mad at me for wanting to better my collection, for things. You see me over here popping bubble wrap, to get things that I want to play and mess around with versus things that are just not looking so good. So with that said, guys, everybody out there in this wonderful world, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.